You know how you can tell when somebody is like a super serious politician? It's when they promote legislation, actually draft and introduce legislation, forcing you to love America. And in fact, that actually is the name of Republican Senator Josh Hawley's new legislation, the Love America Act. And what the Love America Act says is that we need children to be able to read and recite the U.S. Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution, the Pledge of Allegiance, and of course, the Love America Act would strip federal funding from any public schools that taught children how white supremacy or racism played a role in the founding of this country. Which ironically means you actually can't teach the U.S. Constitution there, Hawley. You should know that, but I guess you don't. Here it is. The Love America Act would, quote, promote patriotism in education by not allowing federal money to go to any public schools that teach students about how white supremacy or racism played a role in the founding of the United States. It would also require schools that receive federal dollars to ensure that students can read and recite portions of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Pledge of Allegiance at certain grade levels. So just portions, right? So I guess we don't have to get into things like, the 3/5 compromise, the amendments where we had to overturn the slavery of black people here in the United States. You don't have to worry about those portions, because those are racism, and if you teach them, we're going to strip your federal funding. What Hawley has actually done here with the Love America Act is he's created the exact opposite of critical race theory. Instead of trying to educate children about how racism played a role in the foundation of this country, all of the horrible things we did, teach them those things so we can move past it. No, he wants to do the opposite. He wants to pretend those things never existed so we grow up with a new generation of Americans, even dumber than the generations walking around today. Furthermore, this is one of the most pathetic attempts at pandering I think I have ever seen. It's no wonder that Josh Hawley is no longer even registering on these straw polls for 2024 Republican contenders. The guy is so friggin' pathetic that he can't even win a straw poll or even place in the top 5 in a straw poll because of crap like this. If you were a more savvy politician, Josh, I think you could do very well. You could have a very bright future here in the Republican Party. But instead, you're like this weird, gross amalgam of like Marco Rubio's stupidity, Matt Gaetz' creepiness, and Jim Jordan's incompetence. That's what you are, Josh Hawley. And that is fully reflected in this idiotic, pandering piece of legislation that you have introduced.